My fiancé cheated on me the night before our wedding. I'm sitting here in the guest room of my best friend's apartment, still wearing the bride hoodie I bought on Etsy, and I can't believe this is my life now. I was supposed to be married yesterday. Instead, I found out the man I was going to marry, James, 32M, cheated on me the night before our wedding. And not just some dumb mistake with a stranger at a bar. Nope. It was with someone I know. Let me tell you the whole thing, because honestly, I still can't wrap my head around it. 1. The dream that turned into a nightmare. James and I had been together for 4 years. He was kind, stable, thoughtful, the kind of guy who made me feel safe after a long history of being let down in relationships. Our engagement was 2 years long. We saved up, planned a beautiful wedding on the coast, booked a charming venue, and had friends and family fly in from all over. It was supposed to be perfect. People used to tell me, "You two are the kind of couple others envy." And I believed it. The night before the wedding, we had our rehearsal dinner. We laughed, drank champagne, made speeches, hugged our parents. It felt magical. James and I agreed to sleep separately that night, me at the hotel suite with my bridesmaids, and him at his best man's house. Tradition, right? Something sweet about not seeing each other until I walked down the aisle. Well, he saw someone else instead. 2. The 3 a.m. phone call. At around 3 a.m., I got a call from Rachel, my friend from college and one of my bridesmaids. We'd grown apart over the years but still kept in touch enough that I invited her to the wedding. She sounded panicked. "Hey. I don't know how to tell you this, but I just left Ethan's place, and I saw James. And he wasn't alone." Apparently, Rachel had gone to Ethan's house after drinks because she was seeing him casually, and when she arrived, she saw James in the backyard hot tub, with another woman. At first, she thought maybe it was some random girl. Then she saw her face. It was Lauren. My cousin. The same cousin who used to make flirty jokes about James that I always laughed off. The same one who helped me shop for my wedding dress. The same one who cried when I asked her to do a reading at the ceremony. 3. Confrontation and betrayal. I didn't want to believe it. I tried calling James, no answer. I called my maid of honor, Sophie, and within minutes, she was at my suite, holding me while I shook. I was in full-on panic mode. About 30 minutes later, James showed up at the hotel. Drunk. He knocked on the door and slurred, "Babe, I messed up." I didn't even let him inside. I demanded to know what happened. And he just stood there, crying. Saying it just happened, that he was nervous, that he got too drunk and didn't mean anything by it. Didn't mean anything by it? You hooked up with my cousin the night before you were supposed to commit your life to me. I screamed. I cried. I told him the wedding was off. And then I slammed the door in his face. 4. Fallout. I didn't show up to the wedding. Sophie made an announcement before guests arrived and let everyone know what happened in the most respectful way possible. My phone blew up. James's mom begged me to reconsider. My cousin Lauren blocked me. Half the family thinks I'm overreacting. The other half is telling me to burn his tux and post it on TikTok. James tried to apologize again. He sent me flowers. He sent a 6-paragraph email titled "The Real Story." You know what his excuse was? I had a panic attack about settling down, and Lauren was there, and I didn't know how to handle my feelings. No accountability. Just excuses. I haven't responded. I packed a bag and moved into Sophie's apartment. I called the vendors, canceled the honeymoon, and took a few days off work. I'm in this weird fog where my life feels like a movie I didn't audition for. 5. Where I'm at now. I'm heartbroken, humiliated, and honestly, a little relieved. If this is what James is capable of right before our wedding, imagine what kind of husband he'd be. He didn't make a mistake. He made a series of choices. He chose to drink. He chose to hook up with someone. He chose to lie. I'm not saying I'm okay, but I know I did the right thing. I stood up for myself, even when it shattered me. 6. So, Reddit. I just want to know. Am I the idiot for walking away instead of working it out? My heart says no. My brain says no. But this pain is unbearable, and a small part of me wonders. Would it have been easier to forgive and pretend it didn't happen? Or is this what real self-respect looks like? Update: my fiancé cheated on me the night before our wedding. You've all helped me feel a little less alone during what has easily been the most humiliating and painful experience of my life. Let me start by saying this. I didn't take him back. And no, I'm not going to. Ever. 1. His side of the family is falling apart. After the wedding was called off, James' family did a complete 180. At first, they were begging me to reconsider, saying it was a mistake, that people get nervous before weddings, and even his mom said, "At least he didn't cheat after you were married." Like, ma'am. That's your bar? But once they realized I was serious about ending things, they turned on me. I was suddenly being called vindictive and dramatic. His sister even posted a passive-aggressive Facebook status saying, "Some women just love being the victim." Yeah. That was nice to see while eating leftover cake alone with my best friend. I blocked the entire family. 2. The cousin, Lauren, is now in love with him. I wish I were joking. About a week after everything went down, Lauren messaged me. I hadn't heard a word from her since the day I found out. No apology. No explanation. Just silence. Then she finally reached out. Not to say sorry. Not to ask how I was. But to say this. I never meant for it to happen this way, but James and I have a real connection. I hope one day you'll understand. A real connection. You slept with your cousin's fiancé the night before their wedding. You lied. You smiled in my face while planning my bridal shower. And now you're in love? I didn't respond. But I did screenshot it and send it to my mom, who immediately uninvited Lauren from every future family function ever. Thanks, Mom. 3. What James did next. James tried again. A few days ago, he showed up at my friend Sophie's apartment where I've been staying. He brought flowers and cried at the door. He told me he ruined the best thing in his life. That he's been in therapy. That he's cut Lauren off. Yeah, right. He said he had a ring and was going to propose again on the honeymoon. I asked him one question. If I hadn't found out, would you have still married me? He looked away. And that was my answer. 4. The unexpected twist. Here's something wild I didn't expect. Turns out, I wasn't the first. After my post gained some traction, a few people even recognized my story. I got a message from a woman I didn't know. She said she had dated James 5 years ago, right before we got together. They broke up because, you guessed it, he cheated on her. With a mutual friend. Apparently, he has a pattern of doing this right as things get too serious. She said she didn't reach out sooner because she didn't know we were still together. Honestly, that message gave me closure. It wasn't me. It never was. 5. Where I'm at now. I'm heartbroken, yeah. But I'm healing. Slowly. I'm staying with Sophie while I look for my own place. I started therapy last week. My therapist is amazing. I went on a solo day trip to the beach with a new journal and just cried, screamed into the waves, and ate overpriced tacos. I deleted every wedding photo. I bought a punching bag. Highly recommend. But most importantly, I'm learning to trust myself again. To believe that walking away was brave, not weak. 6. Final thoughts. Reddit, thank you. Truly. You reminded me I'm not alone. That betrayal doesn't define me. That I deserve so much better. And if anyone else out there is doubting whether they should leave someone who betrayed them, let this be your sign. You're not stuck. You're not crazy. You're worth so much more. Broken heart, but also because healing is coming. I can feel it.